Welcome to the speed test between iPhone 17 Pro Max and Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The best of Apple takes on the best of Samsung. Let's start with the boot up test. Which of the devices will boot up faster? In this test, iPhone is currently running on iOS 26, whereas the Samsung is currently running on One UI 7. Surprisingly, the S25 Ultra was faster than the iPhone. iPhone 17 Pro Max is running on Apple A19 Pro chipset, which is a 3nm based chipset. And the S25 Ultra is running on Snapdragon 8 lead chipset, which is also a 3nm based chipset. This year, both of the devices have identical 12GB RAM and the base starting storage of 256GB and going up to 2TB on the iPhone and 1TB on the Samsung. Both of the devices will be running on the same Wi-Fi for this test. We will be testing some day-to-day apps, some heavy games, and at the end Geekbench 6 and then 2 score to see which one is the best. Let's start. The first app is the calendar. Samsung was a bit ahead. 1 point to Samsung. Both devices was neck to neck on this app. 1 point each to both the devices. Again both were neck to neck, so 1 point each for both of them. The S25 Ultra was faster on opening the Instagram app than the 17 Pro Max, so again 1 point to Samsung. This time the iPhone was a slightly bit ahead of the Samsung, so 1 point to iPhone. S25 Ultra was faster for opening YouTube than the iPhone, so again 1 point to Samsung. Again 1 point to Samsung for opening X. Again Samsung was faster on opening Play Store versus the iPhone opening App Store. Now opening the heavy games, let's see will A19 Pro perform better than the Snapdragon 8 Elite. The S25 Ultra is a bit faster than the iPhone 17 Pro Max in opening Asphalt Legends. So again 1 point goes to Samsung. And now Genshin Impact. This is quite a heavy game. Let's see which device will load it faster. The iPhone was again faster in loading the game. Let's see which one will start the game faster. The 17 Pro Max takes a win here, so 1 point to 17 Pro Max. The game is running on 120 FPS on both of the devices. Now let's see which device opens BGMI faster than the other one. Generally the iPhone will take the lead in this, but last year's S25 Ultra did beat the iPhone 16 Pro Max in opening BGMI. So let's see, will it be same for 17 Pro Max or the 17 Pro Max will beat the S25 Ultra? I think they were both neck to neck. To be sure, let's do this again. The 17 Pro Max is a bit ahead of S25 Ultra. The iPhone barely wins it by milliseconds, so 1 point to iPhone. Now coming to the next app, which is Temple Run. Again 1 point to S25 Ultra. Now the Subway Surfers. 1 point to iPhone. Let's do the Antutu benchmark test and see which one comes out on top. First the iPhone was ahead, then Samsung took the lead. Let's check the temperature of both the devices. The room temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius and the iPhone is around 36-37 degrees Celsius. Surprisingly, the Samsung is hotter than the iPhone, around 42-41 degrees Celsius. The new vapor chamber on the iPhone and the aluminium unibody is showing its effect. Fast forwarding this, the iPhone is the first to finish. And after taking a lot of time, Samsung finally finishes. And the 17 Pro Max scored around 2.5 million, which is quite a good score. And the Samsung scored around 2.25 million, which is also a good score, considering that the device storage is almost full. Now let's again check the temperature of both the devices. The iPhone is around 34 to 35 degrees Celsius. And the Samsung is around 42 to 43 degrees Celsius, which is quite hot to hold. S25 Ultra has a bigger liquid cooling chamber, but still, because of having titanium body, the heat dissipation is not that efficient. On the other hand, the aluminium body on the iPhone make it easy to dissipate the heat. Now let's check the Geekbench 6 scores. 17 Pro Max is way ahead in single core score than the S25 Ultra. But on the other hand, the multi-core score on both the devices are not that apart. Now let's do the 3D mark test. We'll be doing the wildlife test on both the devices. Again, the 17 Pro Max is cooler than the S25 Ultra. S25 Ultra won this test by scoring around 2.5k and on the other hand the iPhone 2.2k. Now let's do the connectivity test. Let's see how the N1 chip performs. Both devices are connected to the same network. The downloading speed on the iPhone is better, but whereas the uploading speed is better on the Samsung.